YouTube, hey there, it's Casey Denman, TaxSellAcademy.com. Thank you so much for joining me as I record this week's episode of the Tax Sell Podcast. As always, if you enjoy podcasts, check us out, TaxSellPodcast.com. Let's go ahead, switch on over and record that audio version right now. Welcome to the Tax Sell Podcast, where tax sell investing is made easy. My name is Casey Denman. I'm a tax sell veteran. I am the leading tax sell expert, author of the Tax Sell Playbook, founder of the Tax Sell Academy, and I am your host right here on the Tax Sell Podcast. As always, this is a completely free podcast brought to you through and because of the Tax Sell Academy, located at TaxSellAcademy.com. All right, today I want to talk about finding a tax sell mentor. We'll be discussing a few different types of mentors, where to find them, and how to properly approach the relationship. Now, when I started, I did not have a mentor. In fact, I was actually a real estate agent at the time when I was 18. And I could remember walking around the office asking everybody I could find about this tax sell thing. I was told by every single agent they didn't know anything about it. So I went at it blindly. I figured it out I had some successes. I had a lot of failures, and it took me many, many years to finally figure it out after a lot of wasted opportunity and quite a bit of money. When I look back, I simply wish I would have had a mentor of some sort to help me. Now, there are a few different types of mentors. One of those is a true mentor, and that is a local, seasoned, and successful tax sell investor. And this is obviously the choice for many, although it can be somewhat difficult to locate. My suggestion is to take a look through the results of the local tax sales and see which names keep popping up. And not just like the past month or two. I'm talking about 5 or 10 years worth of tax sales. See which names keep popping up most frequently. In many areas, they'll actually list the buyer's name or their company name, and then you can cross-reference that with the properties that they're investing in. Now, even if they don't list the buyer's name, what you can do is make your own spreadsheet and go and research the parcel number that was sold, figure out who that buyer was. In many areas, you're going to have folks that I refer to as the local moguls, the folks that have been there what seems like 50 years, buying tons and tons of properties and seemingly doing quite well with it. Now, if you're in an area where they have in-person auctions, it's time to go to an auction. And it's time to be social. Arrive early, stay late, strike up conversations with people. Now, just because I've had it happen to me plenty of times, I do need to tell you that the time to strike up a conversation is not during the middle of an auction. Don't try to talk to them while they're trying to focus on what they're doing so they can make money. That's a great way to make enemies. Instead, talk to them early before the auction or late after the auction is over. In many areas, you can tell who the auctioneers know, which is a great clue as to who the veterans in the room are. A lot of times they'll even call them by names. I've got plenty of auctioneers that will see me walk through a door and immediately call me by name and ask me how I'm doing. Pay attention to what's going on and talk to those who are the successful ones. Now, don't be weird about it. Just go introduce yourself and ask a few questions. Now, if you're in an area where they only have online auctions, which is more and more common as of late, then it's slightly more difficult. In this situation, I try to find some way to connect with them. Start, of course, by finding out their name. And then maybe you happen to know them or their family or something like that. Maybe you have a mutual acquaintance. Perhaps it's their realtor that they use. Maybe it's their family member or a friend, whatever it might be. See if there's anybody that you know that can make an introduction for you. If that doesn't work out, just reach out to them. Try sending them a letter, an email, or a message. Contact them on social media if you want to. And we'll talk about what to say shortly, but just reach out to them and see if you can get a response. All right, let's say that you can't find a local tax sale investor to mentor you. Maybe there are none. Maybe you don't want to put forth the effort to do the things that I just mentioned. Whatever the reason is, let's say you can't find a local tax sale mentor. My suggestion here is to find what I refer to as a micro mentor. A tax sale investor is somebody that knows how to do many, many things. you know the tax sale business, but you also must know how to research properties, how to value properties, how to find properties, how to estimate repair costs, market properties. You have to know tax strategy and lots of other stuff. If you can't find a jack of all trades when it comes to tax sales, focus on finding a mentor that can help you with one specific subject matter that you can then apply to your tax sale business. I can nearly guarantee that you have somebody in your life that can help you out with this. Maybe it's your friend that's the builder and they can help you with estimates or what to look for on a drive-by. Perhaps it's somebody that is good on a computer. Great. They can set up an Excel spreadsheet for you to help you stay organized, right? I can promise you that if you took out your cell phone right now and you started scrolling through all your contacts, probably 10 or even 20% of your contacts could help you out in some manner. Now, leverage their help, use it, and apply it to your tax sale business. Okay, so there's one more type of mentor, but before we talk about that, a common question is, what do I say? How do I approach those person? Whether it's a tax sale mentor or a micro mentor, you should not expect an internship type relationship where you follow them and you shadow every single thing that they do. Instead, you should do your best to help them in any manner that you can, and in exchange, hopefully, you will be able to extract a few nuggets here and there that will help you on your quest for tax sale success. The more nuggets you're able to extract, the better, obviously. But don't get so needy that they don't want anything to do with you. And this happens a lot, believe me. It happens to me just about once a week, right? You don't want people pestering you and bugging you nonstop. Give them their space. And then if you get comfortable with them, maybe ask them to lunch once a month or once a quarter. But do whatever you can to promote their stuff, promote them, help them, or add value to their lives. And then hopefully you can learn something in return. All right, we talked about local tax sale mentors. We talked about local micro mentors. Now it's time to discuss online mentors. And this is a category that I put myself into most people. If you can't find a local mentor, you can go online. You can find plenty of people that want to teach you about tax sale investing. And truthfully, this is a little bit concerning to me. I began teaching others because I did not have a mentor. I did not have a system or a process to follow. And when I first started the Tax Sale Academy, there was one other trainer in this space, somebody who I have tremendous respect for and has got to be probably in his 80s by now. But since then, I've seen countless people come into and out of the tax sale training space. The online training business has become a place where people can walk in with minimal knowledge and begin selling courses, unfortunately. I've looked at a few of these, and for a few grand, you can get about an hour's worth of information. It's ludicrous, right? I've even had multiple, as in more than one people sign up for my academy, spend a month inside, and then start their own training academy based off what they learn from me. It's frustrating to see people taken advantage of. And I could go on a huge rant about all the wannabes out there, but here's what you need to look for if you are considering getting help online, whether it's from me or somebody else. Number one, experience. What is that person's experience? How long have they been in the tax sale business and the education business? How many states have they invested in? How many properties have they invested in? That kind of stuff. Number two, how seasoned are they? Have they been through all the market cycles? It's pretty funny to me how many so-called experts come out when the market is really good. But what about when the market is bad? What then? Next one, do you like their teaching style? Do you resonate with them? If you don't like the way that somebody teaches, you're never going to learn from them. The next one, what type of commitments do they have? Some people are experts for 1 or 2 months, and then they go back to their day jobs or whatever else they do, right? What is their commitment level? Next one, what about their knowledge? What's their knowledge like? You would not believe the amount of flat out wrong answers that I see people give on the internet when it comes to tax sale investing. And the last one, are they helpful? Do they truly want to help, or are they just looking to take your money? A prime determining factor for this can be determined by the amount of trainings they provide without cost. signing up for somebody's, end quote, course just because they hit you with a fancy Facebook or Instagram ad is not the wisest decision. Use that person like you're doing right now to learn for free. If you want additional information, additional, more deeper training from that person, by all means, sign up for whatever they have to sell you. But first, use that person to learn as much as you can from, and when you're comfortable, then take the steps forward. I could go on and on about finding an online mentor. And by the way, all that information I just gave you is not just about tax sale mentors, but maybe you're looking at the stock market or crypto or whatever it is. If you're looking to learn online, ask yourself all those questions that I just discussed. My suggestion is to do your homework. Do lots of it. And make sure they are legit and experienced before signing up. If you're listening to this episode, you obviously know my credentials. I'm not saying that if you're looking for an online tax sale training mentor, you must sign up with the Tax Sale Academy. But some of my credentials, when you compare other programs, should be things like experience. I have nearly 2 decades of experience, 1,000 plus properties in over a dozen states. Licensed since age 18, broker since age 20, a real estate broker to this day, experience in all aspects of the business. Training business, the Tax Sale Academy has been around for a decade. 800 completely free videos, hours and hours of free trainings to help you. I answer a dozen questions or more a day. Multiple proven training programs. I spent a year writing this book right here, which I give out for free. There's nobody on earth that has produced as much tax sale training material as I have. So again, if you're looking for online help and you sign up for the Academy, that's fantastic. If not, that's okay too. And again, this is not a sales pitch at all. I don't want you to think of it that way. I'm trying to demonstrate to you, however, what you should be looking for prior to getting any type of online education in any type of field. Again, real estate, stocks, crypto, personal development, maybe, it's a reading coach, a life coach, whatever it is. You must take this serious. Don't just sign up for whatever you see online, because there's a lot of people online trying to be an, end quote, mentor who have zero experience in what they're trying to mentor you in. Anyhow, when it comes to mentors, my suggestion is try to find that local mentor first, followed by that local micro mentor next, and then go online and find training platforms that resonate with you. In the end, the tax sale business is very, very much a self-education type business. You don't go to college and get a degree in tax sale investing. You must teach yourself this business. You must take the steps required to educate yourself how to properly invest as a tax sale investor. Once you do that, you will reap the benefits of those efforts for decades to come. But the weight is on your shoulders to take the next steps, to go out there and find those local mentors, those local micro mentors, or sign up for some sort of training or get some sort of training. Maybe it's free even online, in order to learn this business. Again, it's all about self-education as a tax sale investor. I truly hope that this episode has helped you take a different look at this business and the proper way to get started. Now, if I can be your mentor, head to taxsaleacademy.com and get signed up today. Take care and make it a successful day. I'll see you next time right here on the Tax Sale Podcast. Bye-bye.